It's Matt Duke in the Corner Lounge for 106.1 The Corner on Sunday morning over Easy. And we love having new artists drop by and do a couple songs for us. You're en route up to the D.C. area for Jammin' Java, is that right?
That's right.
Proper show up there, and then Charlottesville next time around for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and I have to ask too, you did a show where you did a cover of the So album, like the whole album by Peter Gabriel.
Yes.
So talk a little about that if you would.
It was, that record came out the year I was born, and my dad, after I guess a couple years, when he figured that I could probably appreciate it, gave me the record.
Yeah.
And I became a huge Peter Gabriel fan. And so I celebrate his entire catalog. I love him. But that was the record in particular. That was the first one that I was introduced to. That was one, even now, that I just think production-wise and in terms of songwriting, it's an unbelievable record in all aspects. So I remember talking to management, and I sort of confessed to my manager. We were out in Chicago. We had gone to go see my buddy, actually, Tony Luca, who was opening up for Sister Hazel. We were at the House of Blues, so we made a night of it. So I was out, and we were drinking really, really late. And I went to the jukebox, and I put on a bunch of songs from So. My manager was asking me, he's just like, why all of these? And I was just like, I'm a huge fan. And I told him, I confessed, I was like, you know, I just feel like in a couple of years it'd be so cool on Halloween to like play this record in its entirety. It would just be so thrilling to do that. So the next day he called a venue in Philadelphia and had me booked for the next Halloween, which was maybe only about 8 months away.
Okay, yep.
Unbeknownst to me, but he did tell me, he's just like, I just went ahead and did it. He's like, there's no better time than now, so the pressure was on. I picked up some really great guys who were able to cover the material, because it's just not, I didn't realize how hard of a record it was to play. But we did it, and we played one night in New York and one night in Philly, and it is still something that I'm like so proud that we did. And it was great. It was a total dream to play through that material, so it was cool.
Did you have to do rehearsals and kind of get ready for it and everything? Because that's a tough record, sure.
You had to do a lot of those.
Nice.
Yeah, but it was rad. And we did another Halloween show this year as well, and we've been making sort of an annual thing of it. But the So record is still, that was wild. Yeah, really great.
Did you cover the same album this year then, or?
No, we did Green Day's Dookie in its entirety.
Oh, okay. That's another good one. Yeah.
It took a little less rehearsing with that one. but it was still pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, Matt Duke is our guest, and we're going to have him do one more song live, and this will be a cover tune here as well, I do believe. This is a Bright Eyes cover.
A song called Love or I Don't Have to Love, which is off of the Lifted record.
And, here we go. Matt Duke in the Corner Lounge for 106.1 The Corner.
You said thanks, gonna follow you, so it's up the stairs. None of you, no prying eyes aboard someone. I asked your name, you asked the time. Now it's 3 o'clock, oh, the club is closed, we're up the block. Your hands on me, pressing so hard against my jeans. Your tongue in my mouth, Lord, trying to keep those words from coming out. You didn't care to know who else may have been you before. I want a lover I don't have to love. I want a girl who should start together. Where's the key, the chemicals? I Thought he said to meet him here, but I'm not sure. I got the money if you got the time. He said it feels good. I said I'd give it a try. My mind went dark. Both forgot where your car was parked. Let's just take the train. We'll meet up with the band in the morning. But bad actors with bad habits. Sad singers when they just play tragic, and the phone's ringing in the van. The van is leaving. Let's just keep touching. Let's just keep singing. I don't have to love. I want a boy who's so drunk he doesn't talk. Where's the kid with the chemicals? I got a hunger and I can't seem to get full. I need some meaning I can memorize, the kind of how it seems just to live from my mind. You write such pretty words, but life's no storybook. Love's an excuse to get hurt and to hurt. Do you like to hurt? I do, then hurt me. Do you like to hurt? I do, then hurt me. Oh. Do you like to hurt? I do, then hurt me. Do you like to hurt? I do, then hurt me. Oh, do you like to hurt? I do, then hurt me. Oh, do you like to hurt? I do, then hurt me. Do you like to hurt? I do, then hurt me. Hurt me, hurt me, hurt me, oh, hurt me, just hurt me, hurt me, na 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 na.
All right, yeah. It's Matt Duke here in the Corner Lounge for 106.1 The Corner on Sunday Over Easy. That was a Bright Eyes cover tune. And I have to ask, it's a two-part question then. And number one is, what songwriters, past or present, inspire you? And is music as good today as, going back, a couple of decades or whatever?
A couple of decades. Well, songwriters that continue to inspire me are the Finn brothers, Peter Gabriel, Daniel Johns of Silverchair. That might sound like a weird one, but he is awesome. So good. Ani DeFranco, people like that. I'm sure that there's about thousands others, and I'm sure that there are better ones. But as far as like music today, it's funny because I'm listening to, I've got my whole thing of CDs from back in like the early 90s kind of decade, that decade at least. And that's always my go-to. But because there's so much more music now, and because there's also like a lot of throwback bands that exist, it's almost as if, I would love to say that the music from the past decades was sort of it, but what's encouraging is that even though the music world is so saturated with so much, there's so much to choose from, that I keep pretty much haphazardly running into really great music still that's being created, that's original, and outside of that, like I said, there's even some stuff that has elements of like 70s rock or Zeppelin kind of stuff that's really rad, or even stuff that feels dated like the 80s, but it sounds cool again. I mean, so it's an exciting time to be making music because sort of the possibilities are kind of endless anymore.
Well, and as an artist connecting with fans that, who knew you could connect with people. I suppose you've got people all over the world that somehow or another have become big fans of your stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's just like, especially because of how accessible everybody's become, and just how quick we can get information to each other. It's been, as much as you can make a case and you can argue that it's kind of a frightening thing, and in a lot of ways maybe it's not the greatest. I tend to sort of fall on the side that is just really stoked that, you know, if I've got something to say, I can get it out there, and there's a way for me to say it and for people to listen, and sort of vice versa. If anybody wants to be able to, you know, back in the 70s, and I hate to go off on this little tangent, but it's just like back in the 70s, you would have these artists, these musicians who you would put up on sort of these pedestals, and there would be like a sort of, they'd be shrouded in mystery, and it would be so hard, and they'd become iconic, and that's great. But the nice thing about today is that you can find ways to get in touch with these musicians and these artists that you really, really love, and they really care about getting back to you as well. So it creates a much cooler kind of community kind of feel to it.
Yeah, easier one-on-one interaction, really, with the fans, and even setting up this corner lounge. You and I went on the email and confirmed it that way. Like you answered your own email.
That's right.
You wouldn't expect that for, you know, Steven Tyler circa 1976, you know.
But one day I'll have somebody answering my
right, exactly. Well, Matt Duke, our guest this morning for the Corner Lounge, and it's great having you on here, and we'll have to get you back to Charlottesville soon.
That's great, Brad. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for coming in.